All right, good morning. We are day 2 in Amarillo, trying to find anything to do. Um, I think we've got a good list going. I think that the first things we're going to start with are the free things, because we're down here for work and we're trying to save and make money, not spend it all. So, I'm staying on the west side of Amarillo, and you can see I've got directions into the Rock Garden Trail at Paulo Duro Canyon. It's an $8 day pass, so not technically free, but pretty close. Gonna head out that way. Should be like a 5-mile hike. It's about 8 o'clock right now. Should get there by 9. Thinking we'll finish up maybe by 1. Try to grab some lunch out there and then head back. Let you know how it goes. All right, so unfortunately, I don't have any videos from the drive down. I wish that I would have, because it was pretty cool, but I'll be sure to incorporate that next time around. However, there are a couple things that I do want to say. Um, First off, I mentioned in that video just a minute ago that the drive down was 45 minutes long. Um, that's because I had it plugged into the Rock Garden Trail, which is like down here somewhere. It was only actually like 20 minutes to get from Amarillo to the guard shack at the beginning of the park. So, not as bad as it seems. Um, Secondly, the ranger told me that it wasn't super common, but there was a really long line of cars there, and this was at 8:30 in the morning on a Sunday. Um, they open at 7:30. You can see right here. So within an hour, that there had already been a line accumulating of like 20 cars, which kind of sucked to sit in. Um, but did find out that you can see right here, you can make a reservation online. And when I was sitting in that line, they did wait until I was the very next car to go through the gate to pay. But she came up and asked me if I made a reservation online. I was like, yeah, I did. So she actually let me go around and not have to sit in the line anymore. Would have been cool if that happened a little bit sooner than when I was next up. But, is what it is. So if everybody starts buying their passes online, we don't all have to sit in that line. Just a heads up. Um, Big note here, even if you're not going to buy your pass online, you should still come to the Texas Parks and Wildlife's website and check it out. You should go to state parks and Palo Duro Canyon State Park. You can see right here they've got an active alert shown right now. Um, when I showed up, I planned on doing that rock garden trail like I talked about, but it was actually closed down because of it was, I swear it's less than a tenth of an inch of rain that they had the day before. But I guess just with the geography or the style of the park or whatever, they had closed down all of the trails except for the CCC trail. So wasn't super pumped about that because I remember seeing when I was looking it up on Gemini that it was the easiest trail in the park. But I definitely underestimated how cool it was actually going to be. But before I show you some of those shots, let me just walk you around. So right here is that headquarters that it only took 20 to 25 minutes to get into. Um, I actually only drove down to this trading post right here. So you can see I got like maybe a third of the way into the park. A ton of cool stuff that goes all the way back in here. Encourage you to get on the website, check it out. But let me show you a couple shots of what I got to film on the CCC. All right, this is the lodge that's at that first little pull off when you get to the park. I think there's like a shopping center or something down there. I'm not exactly sure, but this parking lot was pretty small, so definitely recommend getting there early in the morning if you want to check it out. Here's the map. If you look in the top left corner at the "You Are Here" sign, give you a good guess to where you're standing right now, and that's a nice little map that shows you all the different trails in the park. But you can also download that one offline. Well, waited for half an hour at the line to get in, and I swear I looked it up before I got here, but apparently the only trail open right now is the CCC trail, which is the shortest one. It's like a 3-mile loop around this canyon rim. So they're gonna reassess after lunchtime, so hopefully this takes long enough. We'll see. Interested to see how this is gonna shake out. Like a quarter mile in, and I've seen 3 people turning around, like dying, sweating. It's a 3-mile loop, so I feel like it can't be that bad, but I don't know. Maybe? These are gorgeous. This is like prime what you think of when you think of elk hunting country. Except for, I don't think there's elk here. I know there's like sheep called Aoudad and some feral hogs. It doesn't have bison like Caprock Canyon. Still sweet though. Check this view out. Cars right there. We've literally made it a quarter mile. Can't help but stop. Everything's so pretty. But keeping on. Alright, so I was wondering why I was kind of fading off the path that everybody else was on. Gorgeous views, but absolute primo tip here. If you have Onyx, it helps you because you don't have any phone service out here, so you can download these maps offline. But as you can see, whoa, here is the CCC trailhead, and I was on it, that dash line, to right there. I went up when I should have gone down. So, free hiking, slick. Turn around and make it work. All right, so we went across, down, back up to that ridge right there, and then we went down, up. This mountainside drops off the back. Now we came back up, going back the way we came, cross, down, up to the parking lot. Super cool. Got, let's see, only 3 miles that we've had to do to get to see all this country. On the hike out, we only ended up gaining like 200 feet of elevation, 250. From the short little part we just did, we already gained another 250. So hopefully we get a little bit more. TBD. Alright,
care who you are. Best part of every hike or hunt or long work day. Pop these suckers off. Pop these suckers on. Heck yeah. I had to cut it on for some super cool views. Driving along these giant red rock formations. Super sick. That rim on the right is like the top of the CCC trail that we just hiked. Found some grub. I don't know if you can see it through there. It's called the trading post. It's at the bottom of the canyon. First go in. It was $6 for some chicken nuggets. I think they're open from like 9:30 to 7, Monday through Sunday. But they look pretty damn good. They're like fried chicken nuggets. They're hot as crap, but yeah, those will do. Let's get that angle right. Well, all in all, super cool trip. Yeah, they've got something called glamping here, which sounds right up Alicia's alley. No idea if it's $400 a night or $40 a night, so I'll have to check that out. I am pretty tired from my little munchkin hike. I think I'm gonna go home, but I didn't even get 10% of the way into this park. There's so much to do here, so it's exciting. It's $8 to get inside, and then something to do all day while you're here. So I think there's I thought there was 4 hikes. Apparently that's AI's top 4. I think there's 15 hikes here. I don't know. I'm making stuff up, but pretty cool. We'll definitely be spending some time here. I'd like to go see what Caprock Canyon's all about. Seeing some wildlife is going to be pretty cool. But for a beautiful Sunday, great pick. We'll also come back to watch some of those musicals. Super interesting. They've got Shakespeare and then a musical called Texas, which I'm guessing is the history of Texas. I saw it was $20 or something, $23. I don't know if you still have to pay the $8 fee to get inside or whatever, but the map said it was 45 minutes away, but in reality it's 20 minutes away and then 20 minutes of sitting in that line to get into the park. So super cool. Yeah, great trip. We'll check it out again.